Hey everyone, so I'm doing a review on the Marvel Legends Retro Spider-Man Wave Spider-Man. Such a cool looking package. I am sad that mine is so messed up. You can see the curve, especially on the top here. Good curve there and a bend there. Thank you, Walmart. Awesome job. Anyway, it's got cool artwork of Spider-Man on the side here. I love, like I said, I love the retro Spider-Man logo there. It's got the interchangeable head, also fisted hands, and the new articulation, which I'm excited to see. It has the back of the box, the rest of the figures in the way. It also talks about the interchangeable hands. And again, with that great retro artwork and a little brief little bio right there. I'm gonna get this guy opened up and we'll check out the details. All right, so first up, here's the interchangeable head. It's got the more squinted eyes, but overall the webbing looks fairly good as so far. You can see it kind of goes around the back. Kind of messed up on the side here. It doesn't quite go all the way to the edge compared to that one. But overall the eyes look good. The white looks decent. I think there's a little blip right there by his nose. But overall this is not the head I'll be using for this figure. But overall it's not too bad. And then he does come with two fisted hands. And I'm sorry at the beginning of this video if you heard some humming noises. It was a fan. I forgot to turn off behind me. But now it is off, so it should be nice and clear. But these fisted hands look really good. The webbing looks nice. I really like the way the back looks. It all looks really clean. Very good. All right, now getting into Spider-Man, you can see here, looking straight on, definitely the black got missed a little spot of the red. Definitely the lighting picks it up a little bit more. But to the naked eye, under standard lighting, you're not going to notice that. But I do notice the webbing. It's a bummer. It's a little off-centered on the top of his forehead. But, hopefully I don't pay attention too much, but I do definitely see that. Overall, the webbing looks pretty decent besides there. Go around the back. It's just hard when they do the painting of that. I kind of wish it was sculpted on. I feel like then it seems to not be as noticeable, especially when they do the black lining on the sculpt. But the webbing around the neck looks good. Got the spider logo right there in the chest. I think that looks good. And then coming around the sides here, all the webbing looks good here. A little bit of some smudging there and there, here and there. But overall, pretty good. Got the nice classic Spider-Man logo here. The articulation's awesome on this figure. Got a little butt bruise here. The webbing around the waist looks pretty good. Along the chest, we'll go ahead and check underneath there. Overall, I think that looks good. Coming down the legs, that light blue, and the webbing continues around the feet and shins. I think that looks good. Yeah. Legs have the best. Oh, kind of definitely messed up right here. Check this out. Hope you guys don't mind me always pointing out. I don't know. It's always good to see. You can see a pretty good blemish there compared to this one. Not sure even how that even happens, but at least it's behind the figure. Overall, you know, it is what it is. It's a mass-produced figure. You're going to have these kind of issues. Hopefully, when you guys find yours, you'll have two to choose from. I only had this one, so who knows what the other one looked like. Probably looked a little better, I'm hoping. But hopefully you can pick out those blemishes and at least now you know where to look, right? Check the head best you can, even though you can only see the front side of the figure. Overall, the underside here looks really good. But we're going to go over the articulation. His head looks left. Look at all that webbing. Looks pretty cool. And right, it also looks up and down. And you also kind of can rock side to side. Definitely got a ton of articulation. Look at this. He's got a little cutout, so you can really get his head pushed back. It does make me a little nervous putting too much pressure on that such a thin little peg in there that you don't want to snap it. But very good range of motion on the head. He does have the armpit joint, and they continue the paint there, which looks good. And same thing on this side. Looks awesome. It's got ball joints in the shoulders, down, forward, and back. But look at how good that range of motion is. You can really get his arm almost fully across his chest there. I think that looks awesome. Got an upper bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, wrist rotation, also a hinge at the wrist. It does have the ball pegs so you can rock all the way around on the upper chest, also a swivel. And he's got that reversed ab crunch, which allows him to bend almost all the way over. You can arch. Look how far back this guy can arch now. Craziness, right? Dang. So cool. My favorite is what they did with the leg joints. I mean, look how high he can kick up now. That is awesome. And it does have that same thing like what I saw in the G.I. Joe. And you can bring it down and out. I mean, he can pretty much just about do the splits. But not only that, you can totally get him in all those web flinging, swinging poses. I think that is so cool. And then you can, you know, bend them down, get them shooting that web. But yeah, I'm not going to be the best poser right then and there on the spot. But you know what I'm saying, guys. This guy is definitely going to be the most popular Spider-Man to get right now. I think anytime you see him, he's worth picking up. I wouldn't pass this figure. He's just great range of motion. Definitely a huge improvement, so thank you, Hasbro. Upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees, boot rotation, ankles move down, they move up. He does have a nice ankle rocker and pegals bomb his feet. Again, great amount of new articulation. I love this. Such a nice Spider-Man. Before I swap the head, I just wanted to show you how different the ball peg here is on this guy. You can definitely see how you can kind of slide it side to side, move it back. But you can see what I mean, though. You don't want to put a ton of pressure on that. You just don't want to snap that off. But very cool. Very cool indeed. And then here he is with the more serious eyes. I was kind of thinking tired eyes. But I'm starting to think more serious eyes, which actually I may keep because the webbing's better. First I didn't think I would, but I actually like the webbing a lot better on this one. And it stands out a little different than the other Spider-Man in my collection. There he's coming at you with the fist. I think that looks cool. Nice little fisted hand. And we'll go ahead and show you guys how tall Mr. Spider-Man is. Alright guys, so Spider-Man stands a little over 6 inches tall. I have a good amount of Spider-Man to show you guys. So first then we'll bring in the Spider-Man Classics Toy Biz Spider-Man. The one that started it all. And then here he is next to the Pizza Spider-Man. And the Raft from San Diego Comic-Con Spider-Man. These all share the same body besides the Toy Biz one, obviously. And the Retro Wave Spider-Man. So you definitely see that even the upper chest build is different on... I'll just show you. So here he is next to the Pizza Spider-Man. Just so you guys can kind of see the difference. They're very similar in color, so that's why I decided to use the Pizza Spider-Man next to him. But overall, I think that looks really cool. We're going to swap heads and see if the Pizza Spider-Man head fits on this new one. So here's the Pizza Spider-Man head on the Retro Wave. It is a lighter red on the Pizza Spider-Man head, so it doesn't quite blend in, but it actually looks cool. But the thing is, this Raft Spider-Man head, the kind of closest to the McFarlane with the eyes like that, is a darker red. So I'm going to swap those guys to check these. Can't talk tonight. To see if these ones, if his can fit on. Sorry, butchering this. It's still a little lighter red. I don't know. Something about it looks a little weird. I don't really like this. I thought I would. Maybe it's just me. You guys leave a comment. What do you guys like? Pizza Spider-Man or the Raft San Diego Comic-Con Spider-Man head? But I'm most likely going to keep him with the one he came with. More of the angry eyes, I'm going to call it. Alright, so he's got back on his angry eyes. Overall, I love the Spider-Man. I think it's a great figure. Highly recommend picking him up. If you see him, I definitely think he is the one to get in the wave. With all the new articulation that he comes with, it's worth picking up, especially if you're a Spider-Man fan, or if you're looking for a good Spider-Man, but you know, you're debating getting the Pizza Spider-Man or Retro Wave. I say save the money and get him. He is well worth it. I love the articulation. You definitely can be posing him quite a bit and having a lot of fun with him. Just awesome figure. Great job. I'll definitely be looking out for another one because I need one carded. And yeah, I just think he will be the hard one to find. I just have a weird feeling he's just too cool. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment, hit the like button, and subscribe if you haven't. Pretty cool looking Spider-Man.